Check.
I found you. To commemorate my newfound dominance, I'll destroy this planet! No match for me, though. Another powerful foe.
I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. You found a power key. Go slot it.
Thank you very much.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
This guy got to level 2
Great!
real quick.
You know what to do with that key.
It's not them. Their energy's too low.
Flying Nimbus! You have my thanks.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Welcome. Thank you.
Flying Nimbus!
Stay calm. Stay calm.
An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Oh, that's good.
Holy hell. Oh, man.
Someone save me!
That's a new power key. Place it now.
You be careful too, okay?
Doug find his blue key.
Ally
Flying
down!
Nimbus!
If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise
Didn't even have a chance.
extreme caution if you're going to help them. Oh no! The super transfer was stolen. I'll get another one out right away. Just keep it together until then.
Don't despair. I'll put you out of your...
I sent another super transfer. Take it and survive this. Ally down. Watch out for enemies.
Like, what kind of protection is this, bro?
I owe you one.
An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Ally down. If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Oh, man.
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
Only 3 of us left.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
No match for me, though. You serious? Don't worry.
God, you got cook.
Terrified of me?
Flying Nimbus!
There's nothing we could have done, man. The worst time.
Don't despair. I'll put you out of your misery.
The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you need to. Got it? The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer.
This guy's not destroying a time machine. There's only one person left. This is dumb, bro. Just destroy the time machine. I wish I could just message this guy right now and be like, bro, just go. Both of you guys are dumbasses. Because this guy should just go kill himself, and the other guy should just destroy the time machine and end the match. But they're just both doing nothing. Like, even if you escape on the time machine, you still lose. That's the logic I don't understand.
The startup system's destroyed.
That could be done like
The
2
escape
minutes
time
ago.
machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue light.
Guys, I apologize for this. It's just a waste of time.
Serious?
Wasted 5 minutes just for that.
Now all who have
gonna
challenged
die
my
anyways.
greatness have
I don't know why you're just gonna
fallen!
go sacrifice himself. for the time
Remember,
machine.
my newfound dominance shall destroy this planet!
Still leveled up. Today's the last day for that 33 XP.
To me, then I am going to go and take every bit of my hatred out on the rest of you before and having me go and reach the remainder of your friends that are left, for you will all suffer in that creature's place for stripping me of my destiny once again. To which it was only just upon with Raiden's rage then beginning to emanate on the surface as Raiden went as far as to address Universe 7 was when Raiden went on to then quickly respond, "But how? How could I have went and allowed for this to go and happen to me again for a second time? And to have it be done by a completely separate entity than the angel who was shown in having to seal me away the first time around makes me sick to my stomach. For I had went and stood on the brink of everything that I had desired and just being moments away from claiming dominion over the entire Omniverse, only to go and have it be ripped away from me yet again, as I can no longer go and access that very realm in which is needed in order for me to go and lay claim over that entire Omniverse and finally get my hands in having to destroy that entity for stripping me of my very destiny. And because I am no longer able to go and access this realm, you will all bear the brunt of my wrath in place of that cowardly entity here instead," Raiden continues. "For not only will I now hereby redirect my rage in having to go and take my anger out on all of you in place of that wretched entity,
You know, we
as
have
I
6
hereby
already. Just need
intend
2
to
more.
go and tear each and every single one of you apart limb from limb with deliberate agonizing precision, while savoring the symphony of your screams as I dismantle your pathetic unity piece by excruciating piece until there is nothing left that remains. For there will be no corner of any known reality or universe that either one of you will be able to go and safely find yourselves in having to escape within that I won't be able to go and track down and find Universe 7. As each of your planets will burn as I go about sudden having to extinguish the heavens above them. For I will ensure that not only I go and take my time in savoring every last precious moment here, but since you miserable little creatures were so concerned about the true power that lies deep beneath the surface of what it is that you see that's standing here before you, I am going to hereby go and give you every bit of what it is that you have been asking for, Raijin continues, and had been curious about, because now that I am unable to go back into the very gateway realm since the cubes have been utterly destroyed, this only now just means that if I can't go back, then you won't be so lucky enough in having to go back to your homes either, with Whis responding, and everyone listen, for there is no time for us to go and waste here, because if there was ever a moment where we will all need to go and give it our all in order for us to ensure that we are victorious here, Whis adds, then there is no better time for that to happen than right now, as I will need for you all to quickly unleash and go and use your full power against this demon while we still have the time to go and do it, and as we must go on to hurry and not waste any more time in having this be done right this second. But then, it was only just within these very moments now prior to having to engage against Raijin, where everyone was shown having to go all out by using their strongest levels of power against Raijin, was when Raijin went on to quickly oversee this by then having to respond, no longer will I continue to go and allow for any of this to stand, especially not after having to go and see what it was that I saw in nearly having to come full circle in achieving what it was that I've been longing for such a long time, ever since having to first learn about what it was that I did. And now that it was all ripped away from me, I am going to stop at nothing, no matter how long it will go and take for me to do it, no matter how many obstacles I will need to go through in order to go and see my plans through to completion by the very end. I will claim victory over you all by the end, even if that means that I will need to go and sacrifice you all upon the altar of my covenants. Then I will go and do everything that I will need to in order for me to go and finally have what is owed to me, mortals.
Alright,
And while I plan on going and saving you for last, since you are the most troublesome of the bunch, Raijin went on to then strike Whis by responding, stay out of my way while I hereby go and handle my business with the rest of your delusional allies here, Whis, with Beerus then being shown having to quickly chime in. Girls, what the heck? But how is he this fast now, to the point where I couldn't even go and follow his movements just now? And as it now feels as though the entire realm itself is beginning to tremble, but we'll need to go and focus more on what is about to go and happen here within the moment right now, because with that monster having to go and remove Whis from the equation here, we are hereby left with no other choice than to engage Saiyans, with Vegeta responding, did you just see that? For I couldn't even seem to follow with how hard that demon just struck Whis out there, as he went as far as to knock him so far back that I can't even tell as to where he went anymore, with Goku responding, and I did, but we can't just go and allow for that to rattle us here, because it doesn't look as though he's done with whatever he's got going on here, and so we'll need to go and brace ourselves, Vegeta, with Raijin responding. And now with that little rat out of the way for the time being, understand that I am going to enjoy every second of what is about to go and take place here between us mortals, which only now begs the question on which one of you will it be who wants to go and be next, Raijin says, as I am just dying to see on what you little worms can truly do when the pressure starts to
Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. You found a power key. Go slot it.
or nothing.
Flying Nimbus!
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Gallic gun!
That was an accident.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Flying Nimbus!
That's a new power key. Place it now.
Welcome. Thank you. Close.
That's what I'm trying to set this beat to. Why are you dropping me the ball, bro?
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Flying Nimbus!
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
I should set this A key, but I should also go look for the Dragon Balls. But I don't want to lose the Dragon Balls. I'm gonna hide the balls somewhere.
Flying Nimbus!
What a waste of time.
Yeah, we get out of there.
Is that all the power you've got? It won't be enough to win you this fight.
Let's talk to the chat.
This isn't good. Not good.
Bastard!
This girl stole my drink and ran away. No wonder this game's failing, bro.
That's a new power key. Place it now.
I don't even know what's going on, to be honest. We're getting in trouble. This is why this game's dying, man.
The escape time machine's ready to launch. Ignore
And then
the
this
power
escape time
keys.
machine comes
Get
and
out
the
of
game's
there.
over.
There's a beacon where the blue light is. Do you see it? Head that way fast.
Just retards. It's not even funny. It's just kind of dumb, you know?
Intensify. And so now go right ahead and step forward if you wish to truly find out as to how dangerous I can truly be, because now that I am beginning to grow this incredible sensation to go and watch you all suffer, go right ahead and make my day if you just so happen to choose then, mortals. But of course, Raijin then went on to then quickly spin around by continuing, well then since the newest addition to your gang of worthless little worms volunteers to go and be the first to go ahead and test my resolve out here, then let this hereby now go and be a small taste of what real power feels like, regardless of the notions of grandeur that you have in seeing me destroyed, which is simply because it cannot and will not ever happen no matter how many of you there are who go and try to stand before me, Raijin says. And don't assume that you'd be any exception to the rules here that I have placed before you either, Raijin continues upon being shown having to elbow Beerus in the stomach, because I haven't forgotten about you whatsoever here either, God of Destruction. For even this power that you harbor in also having to wield Ultra Instinct will not be what ends up in having to go and save you here, Raijin continues, especially once I start to maximize the amount of pressure that I wind up in having to place upon you, Beerus. Oh, hurry now, Vegeta, let's go and try to do what we did against Toro here and blast this monster by using everything that we've got, and so now let's go, Goku shouts. You pathetic Saiyans, go right ahead and combine your attacks as many times over and as much as you would like to, but I want for you both to go and understand that not only will your forged efforts fail in having it be enough to waver my resolve, but what's even more about what it is that you will go and try to use here against me, Raijin continues upon them being shown completely tearing their attacks in half, is that not only will I go on to take what the two of you will dish out and turn your mightiest and best efforts here to destroy me against you, but whenever I do, will you only come to find out that my attacks are going to hit you both that much harder, Raijin continues. And so now watch and allow for me to go right ahead and show you as to exactly what it is that I mean then, Saiyans. To which it was only just upon with Goku being the only one shown in having to leap away and dashing directly towards Raijin as Vegeta was shown having to take on one of Raijin's blasts head on, was when Vegeta went on to then quickly shout, Kakarot, don't do it! Do not go and engage against him alone out there! You don't scare me, Raijin, as I have seen and battled against some of the strongest and most dangerous enemies imaginable, and if we were able to go and make it out each and every single one of those battles with the victory under our belts, then the same will ultimately be said and done here with you as well, because it won't be long now until we go and find a way to finally break you, and once we do, that's when we'll... No, is that so? Raijin then suddenly and shockingly enough went on to interrupt Goku by having to impale him completely through the chest. Well then please go right ahead and tell me more on exactly how you plan on achieving such a thing, when I already have your number here in this battle here against me, long before you had even went and realized that I did, Goku. For neither you or your worthless little insect friends of yours are strong enough to hold out against my strength here, even while having to limit myself against you all. However, speaking of worthless allies, Raijin continues, I want to go right ahead now and show you something, since we just so happen to now have some company in watching them make their way towards us here in hopes of having them stop me and save you from what is about to come. However, I do want for you to go and watch this very carefully, Raijin continues, because I intend on making this as painful as I possibly can hope for this to go and be, and so now here, Raijin says, allow for me to go ahead and further demonstrate by showing you that no matter how great and no matter how limitless you assume for your power to ultimately be, Raijin says, in the end, I am that much more powerful than you could ever hope in having to imagine for yourselves to go and be, which is why, since you were so eager to go and test my resolve, Raijin adds upon them being shown completely disintegrating Brohan upon unleashing a massive blast upon him, because since this happens to be the case here between you fools, then allow for me to go right ahead and show it to you, Saiyans. And as your very screams are just simply music to my ears, and so maybe now you can start to see on how completely hopeless both you, along with your entire universe, are in hopes of having you go and stop me here, mortals. And so now all this hereby now leaves us.
I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies.
Another Broly?
Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. You found a power key. Go slot it.
Thanks!
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Flying Nimbus!
I don't know if he has key sense. Best thing to do is to get out of there.
Where am I?
I hate how they put the survivors top.
Thanks.
Go over there.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Please, save me! You have my thanks.
The A key is the most annoying key.
Excellent. You're a big help.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
My son is more gruesome than hell itself.
That's a new power key. Place it now.
There's gonna count their bodies.
Flying Nimbus!
Oh. Let's go look for the B key.
Hey, great! You found another power key.
Welcome.
Use it quick.
Oh,
Phew. Stay calm. Stay calm.
An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Great. You know what to do with that key.
Tremble in fear.
Gotta get the hell out of here! Give me a freaking break.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Kakarot. Kakarot. Kakarot.
Holy hell. Oh, man.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Get up! Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Oh. Not good, guys.
Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done. I sent you a super transfer. Use it to hold the enemy back. The startup system's under attack.
Stay calm.
Dangerous.
Stay calm.
So tread carefully if you want to get closer. I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them. The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you need to. Got it? An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger...
This game sucks.
Wait, think before rushing in. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
That killed 3 people.
I shall bathe this battlefield in your blood.
All three of us got KO'd.
Trash will always be trash.
Waiting for the escape time machine.
That was scary. I really don't want to do this.
Give away his location.
I can't do this.
No one danger away. Think before rushing in.
Finished already. How nice. Another bug for me to squash.
10 left. This is the guy from the other match?
The startup system's destroyed. The escape time machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue light.
Trash will always be trash. Sorry, Broly.
Action's wings.
You'll be dying alongside this planet. Where do you think you're going? I was going to escape with you. In a one-person pod.
Okay, we leveled up by 2. We got 60 people. As long as you play a match, you level up.
With here is you, Son Goku. And as I'm sure that it must be very difficult for you to go and breathe here, but now are you starting to finally understand as to what it was that I had been telling you, Raijin Questions? For you and your little friends have spewed all that bravado of protecting your universe, and yet there you lie, struggling to breathe while having to go and watch as your miserable allies begin to fall one by one, while having you remain completely helpless and having to go and do anything about it to try to stop me. Well, worry not, my little insects, as you are here by now just moments away from having to go and join them within the afterlife shortly. But even that won't end up in having to last very long for you here either, because once I'm done with all of you here, Raijin continues, is when I will go on to ensure that the afterlife is also to go and be destroyed as well, along with whatever is to remain from your pathetic little universe too. But then, it was only just within these very moments now from out of nowhere, shockingly enough, as the demon Kibi was then shown quickly having to emerge and grabbing onto Raijin's hand and stopping him from destroying Goku, was when Kibi went on to then quickly respond, "Enough, Lord Raijin, for I cannot go and allow for you to harm these mortals here any further, and as not only did I come to see right through your lies and right through your deception," Kibi continues, "but my very eyes have now also been opened to the very fact that you never truly cared about any of us here to begin with, but had only rather rather ended up using us as tools in order for us to go and continue to build upon your ruling kingdom, Kibi says. And so whether I am destroyed by you during this battle here against you or not, I cannot go and allow for you to continue to go through with this, especially not while I know the truth about it all, Lord Raijin, with Raijin responding, "You again. So this entire time it was you who had plotted here against me after all. For I knew that you had been hiding something from me this entire time, and now that I am able to see on where your loyalty here truly lies, I am going to make sure to go and bathe the heavens above in your blood for what you have went and done here, demon. For not only am I now able to fully come to understand the revelations behind that fallen angel Murno, whose initial call was to destroy everything in the first place, but now that I can see that he truly had a point in wanting to go and annihilate the cosmos first before having to usher in his new utopia, Raijin continues, as now I can see on precisely why such destruction is imperative, which is to have me go and cleanse this entire reality of traitors such as you and to obliterate the old order that is riddled with disloyalty and cowardice. And now that I can see on exactly where your loyalty is truly placed here within, Raijin continues, you are going to suffer a wrath so painful for your actions that once I am done in having to go and tear the rest of these vermin apart, will I only then go as far as to savor each moment here with you, as I intend on having to go and save you for last, Kibi. But then, it was only just then from out of nowhere within these very moments now as Whis went on to make his re-entry by having to kick Raijin away, was when Whis went on to then quickly respond, "You will not, so as long as I continue to stand across from you, be allowed to be successful enough in having you carry out any more of these horrifying crimes."
Because those insolent mortals continue to defy and profane us, we will reveal to them the ultimate power of the gods.
It's time to show them divine perfection made whole.
Talking shit already?
What do you think of it? Quite the color,
I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. This is bad! Somebody's down! Exercise extreme
Flying
caution
Nimbus!
if you're going to help them.
A lot of damage.
An ally needs your help! Know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
This.
This is why we're not winning no matches, man.
As long as
An ally needs your help.
This is why we're not winning
Don't know
no
what
matches.
danger awaits. Think before rushing in. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme
what the
caution
fuck
if
is
you're
going
to
on?
help them. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Flying Nimbus!
one more breath.
Take
No.
it, take it, this guy. That was all sword, bro. You can't tell me Zamasu ain't killed home. What happened?
It's heartbreaking to see a world so scarred.
Welcome.
You found a power key. Go slot it. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Guys, I don't know what's going on, man. Everyone's just selling right now.
Flying Nimbus!
The escape time machine will come. Match is over.
The escape time machine's ready to launch. Ignore the power keys. Get out of there. There's a beacon where the blue light is. Do you see it? Head that way fast.
Only a select few did allow to manipulate time. It's one more reason why you miscreants must need help.
You can't hide from me.
Yeah, I wanna see this, alright.
You went to the fool. End of the line. Well, what do you think of this color? Is it
We're not gonna
beautiful?
wait 52 seconds because no one's gonna watch.
Beautiful.
So we'll just watch the manga again.
Times, D-Man, for our mission must still go and be carried out here no matter the cost, and so now hurry, Whis went on to then turn towards Goku by responding. For now is not the time for us to go and perish here during this battle here against them, especially since this is still very far from having this be over. And so now relax yourself for just one moment as I will go and heal you in the meantime, along with having to go and bring back Brohan from
it's
the
not a
grave,
good day for
Whis
this video.
says. And since we only have but a few seconds here before Raijin is to go and attack us, there is something that I am now beginning to notice about Raijin, Whis adds, which is ultimately now starting to translate more and more and having his demeanor reflect that onto my brother Murno. And as I fear that if my suspicions are to go and be proven true here, Whis adds, then I fear that he will only continue to adapt his destructive mentality more and more, which is why you will all need to rise besides me and continue to battle before he is to go and resuming his mission by going as far as to destroy all of us, with Goku responding, Wait, you what? But how are you able to tell, Whis? Because, not for nothing here, but I think he was planning on wiping us all out here either way, and so how exactly can you go and tell that something is starting to change about him, with Whis responding, Now although I can't say for sure on what it is that I'm able to go and sense that is different here, but if anyone knows on how Murno was, Whis continues, then it would surely be me, and while I don't know as to what we can go and expect from here, what I can ultimately go as far as to say is that the Raijin that we have seen and engaged with here before prior to having him go and use those configuration cubes seems different, with Goku responding, Wait, so if you think that something is starting to change and this change is starting to echo from somewhere deep inside of him while beginning to take up Murno's approach more and more, then what do you think our chances are here in having any of us be the driving forces to go and weaken him, with Whis responding, Well, to that I don't know, and I say this because with Murno we had to try and stall out long enough for the Grand Minister and the Omni Kings to arrive at the time to which they did in order for them to go and stop Murno, but with Raijin here, Whis continues, Well, I'm afraid that since we don't fully know as to where the Omni Kings are at the moment, despite with you having to go and set them free when you did, Goku, which simply put to go and make matters worse here is not only do we have no clue on where any of them currently are, or even let alone in having to get a sense of where the Grand Minister is and if the Omni Kings were able to go and reach him or not, but since we are all that is left, while I had instructed for the other angels and gods of destruction to remain at their posts in order to further defend their universes from any of Raijin's hostile forces that might look to invade, Whis says, we are all currently here what stands across from him in direct opposition, and since we are, neither one of you can go and afford to leave my side lest you want to go and be destroyed by him like he was almost shown in having to nearly do if I didn't already go and rescue you both in the meantime, and so now hurry, with Goku then being shown acknowledging Kibi by then responding, Well, hey, thanks for the save there, Kibi, but tell me, can you still fight and are you able to go and manage on your own? And more importantly is, what about anyone else? Were you able to go and get through and having any of the other demons join you and were you able to go and fight alongside with us? With Kibi responding, I am, but as for anyone else, I can't say for sure on if I'm going to be the only one of my kind who will help aid you throughout this coming conflict against Raijin, Kibi says, but while now isn't the time for us to go and ponder on any ideas since we have company coming up ahead, so as long as we continue to push back against them, do I only then believe that something is bound to crack and having it favor us within this coming battle, and so we mustn't go and not waver no matter how bad things end up getting out here, Saiyan. And since I now fully understand on exactly which side of the annals of history I will be standing and fighting for, Kibi shouts, I will hereby go and do all that I possibly can to go and ensure that this monster is destroyed, even if that ultimately means that I will need to go and stake my life in order for this to go and happen. To which it was only within these very moments now as Kibi went as far as to reveal the fruits of his transformation by having to now access and unveil his evolved form onto the surface was when Goku then went on to quickly chime in. Whoa, Kibi, I didn't know that you had some kind of an advanced transformation like that, but do you think that it'll actually be enough in working here against Raijin? With Kibi responding, unfortunately, my evolved level of power will be nowhere near in having this be in what it'll take to actually go and destroy Raijin during our battle here against him, but it will only rather go and allow for me to buy enough time to at least hold out long enough in order for me to go and survive against him here. However, as Raijin continues to treat us as though we are nothing more than mere food which he is currently playing with, Kibi continues, I can only continue to provide you all with as much assistance that I possibly can, which only now means that unless something changes, then we will only have to go and continue to fight for our survival while Raijin remains here in complete control of this battle, with Whis then being shown having to quickly chime in. And I'm afraid that the young demon here is right, because while Raijin remains far stronger than either one of us who are presently here can hope to go and stand up against Raijin, his entire demeanor has completely started to change upon having to be shown getting thrown out of that unknown realm in which he had went and used those 3 configuration cubes for. But while I can only assume that Raijin is beginning to take up more of my brother Murno's attitude as he now seeks to level not just us but the entirety of everything as we have come to know it before he decides to usher in his new utopia, we cannot continue to go and assume that he can be simply destroyed here while in a head-on direct battle here against us, but instead, Whis adds, we will instead need to go and hurry and try to figure out of a way to see if we can tire him down somehow, which is simply because while he still appears to be holding back tremendous amounts of power in spite of wanting to slowly prolong and savor our suffering, Whis continues, our one and only chance is to continue to have all of you stand by my side here. Otherwise, if he ends up catching either one of you alone out here, then I have no doubt that he will go and follow through by having to destroy all of you, with Goku then being shown having to quickly chime back in. Well, it doesn't look like we're about to go and have it any easier out here against this monster, because now that we know that he is purposely holding back while at the same time and having him slowly begin to exert more and more of his true power here against us, if we don't hurry and come up with some kind of a counterattack against him soon, Goku continues, then not only will his attacks continue to grow even stronger and heavier as they continue to rain down here upon us, but he will ultimately destroy us all, which is why we will need to go and hurry and think of something fast here, because he only seems to be intensifying more and more as this goes on, and so we'll need to hurry and think of something fast. Well, no matter how bad things end up getting out here, we mustn't let him. Wait a minute now, and just where in the world did this sudden and colossal hand just appear from? For this must be one of your own now, isn't it, Goku? With Goku being shown having to look on up by responding, hey, yeah, it actually is. Well, it's good to see you and having to finally make your way up here to aid us against this monster, Piccolo, but, well, I mean, what took you so long to go and reach us, as I can only go and imagine that you didn't even know that we were up here to begin with while you were down there, with giant orange Piccolo being shown climbing up on the mountain by then responding, what took me so long, Goku? Are you serious? Or have you even went and stopped for just one moment to realize on just how incredibly dense and suffocating the air becomes when you start to ascend towards this mountain up here? For every single breath feels like I'm inhaling razor blades, Piccolo continues, and every step upwards multiplies the gravity until your bones are practically being crushed. And so I don't want to go and hear it, because all the while I had some unwanted company down there and having those creatures try and ambush me left and right, but now all of a sudden they've went and shifted their focus elsewhere, and while I do not know as to why, Piccolo adds, and I really do not care right now, because my priority is to go and help take down Raijin before he goes and turns this entire place into rubble. And so now tell me, how were you all able to go and hold out against this lunatic while I was fighting my way up this nightmare, as I take it that it didn't go so good? And so do you mind on having to go and fill me in on what just happened? happened up here, and is that a demon from the demon realm that is also fighting alongside the rest of you there, Piccolo? Questions? Because you better start talking and fast now, Goku, with Goku responding, yeah, well that's Kibi over there, the demon that I went and told you about who helped set me free from the demon realm when those Dark Masters had been holding me, but needless to say, Goku continues, we weren't successful in going and putting a dent into this guy, despite with him having to go and collect those 3 cubes because he was shown in having to get thrown right back out of it, but regardless of that, Goku says, we weren't able to go and get through and actually being able to hurt that monster, but we think that we may in fact actually be onto something that could lead us into discovering some kind of a weakness within him, but it's definitely not going to be as easy as it looks out here against him either, Piccolo. And so while we may have our backs against the wall here against that freak, we aren't going to stop until we find some kind of a breakthrough, because if we don't go and deal with this monster here and now, then everything is going to be destroyed. But then, it was only within these very moments now before anyone could even have the chance to react, as Raijin was shown having to quickly make his way in and kicking Piccolo out of his giant form and knocking him away from his God King Mountain, was when Raijin then went on to quickly respond, impudence, mortal vermin, and to think that a Namekian of your stature is to be seen in having to align yourself with the rest of these little worms below makes me utterly sick to my stomach, and having to see on how many of you there are who are willing to go and throw your lives away, all for the name's sake of peace and safety. Well, let me be the first to go on to tell you then, Raijin continues, that no matter how many of you there are, and no matter how desperately you will go and try to band together in this collective effort of yours to destroy me, you will never truly have the power to create such change, especially so as long as I am here to ensure that you are all destroyed before you can go and be given the keys and sealing my demise. There we go, and so now careful now, as I will not allow for anything to go and happen to either one of you while I'm here. Whis went on to then catch Piccolo from behind by responding, and so now do make sure to not go and lose focus, otherwise you won't be so lucky this second time around if that were to occur here, Piccolo. But then, it was only surprisingly enough now from out of nowhere behind Raijin, as the elite demon Zaru went on to make his presence known in joining our heroes in this battle against his own master, was when Zaru went on to then grab Raijin from behind by responding, that's enough out of you, Lord Raijin, for your very actions are starting to directly affect all of us when having to go and engage these vermin here down below. For I am also now fully well aware of what it was that you had done by not only doing what you did to brainwash the others, Zaru continues, along with myself into thinking that this was all going to be for the greater good, when all you had intended on really doing here was to simply go and use and send the rest of us off into having to be slaughtered, all in the name of having you already decide to rule without us since the very beginning, Lord Raijin. Well, 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 now tell me something, Zaru. For did you honestly think that your treachery here in having you turn against me was something that would shock me? Or that your futile alliance with these weak mortals would shift the tides within your favor here, Zaru? Because you and I both know that this couldn't be further from the truth, for I had anticipated such cowardice that would go and come from you, Raijin continues, from the very moment that you began to slowly cast doubt upon my ruling, and especially after it was by having to take that final configuration cube from you. But I know that you didn't go and act upon this alone, and so now tell me this, Raijin questions. Was it that traitorous fool Kibi who had whispered sweet lies into your ears and having to go and poison your weak mind and getting you to turn here against me? With Zaru responding, whether it was that wretched Kibi who was the one that had opened my eyes and seen the truth behind who and what you are or not, you are going to wind up in having to drag all of us into an early grave if something isn't done here to stop you, Zaru says. For we will no longer hereby go and continue to do as you instruct for us to go and do, because it was clear that you had never truly intended on having to go and keep many of us around to begin with, which is ultimately evidence with what it was that I had seen you do when you turned your back on Lord Toro and destroyed him, with Raijin responding, what an utterly pitiful spectacle you've become in standing alongside these mortals and this angel, as though this newly found compassion of yours grants you strength, demon. How incredibly misguided you are, for your sudden loyalty to Universe 7 only serves to further illustrate to me on just how
Can you hear me? It's Trunks!
Flying Nimbus!
I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. You found a power key. Go slot it.
my
How's
deepest
everyone?
apologies.
Someone help me!
Let's go plant that A key quick.
You really want to save me?
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Gotta get the hell out of here!
Do
Bro,
try
there's
to survive.
There's 5 fucking areas and we have
Give
to
me a
destroy
freaking
it.
break!
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
I don't seem to know my own strength. It's rather difficult for me to control this much power.
Welcome.
Yo, Victor, what's up? How you doing? We're playing Dragon Ball The Breakers. Getting nice.
Do try to survive, would you? I will.
Let me check our move.
That's a new power key. Place it now. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Flying Nimbus! Holy hell. Ah! Now.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Flying Nimbus!
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Looking for a shield real quick. Oh, the speaker's too.
I need help! You're a big help!
This guy's dead.
Gotta get the hell out of here!
If you wish to save him, feel free to try it any
Flying
time.
Nimbus!
An ally
So
needs your
are
help.
this?
You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done. The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer. I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them. The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you need to. Got it?
See what happens.
Welcome. Thank you.
I'm grateful.
There is no escaping me!
Consider it done.
Would you like to work for me? Would you like to work for me?
Give me a break.
Transport!
What the hell?
Like this?
The startup system's destroyed. The escape time machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue light.
If you wish to save him, feel free to try at any time. If you wish to save him, feel free to try at any time.
I've sent the escape time machine. Use it to get out of there.
So,
If you wish to save him, feel free to try at any time. If you wish to save him, feel free to try at any time. I beg you. Please.
I just want to go home.
The escape time machine is back. Whenever you have a beacon, you can call it again. I've sent the escape time machine. Use it to get out of there.
Did they see me?
oh, we got KO.
Does the power of my shiny new form make you envious? Come on, be honest.
How weak and worthless you have grown, Raijin continues, infected by the fragile notion that your fellow demons are worth protecting, when in reality, each and every single last one of you are easily replaceable. And so now tell me, do you truly believe that these emotional attachments are a source of your power? Because all
Yeah,
of you demons should already know by now, is that only those who are truly unburdened by mortal sentiment and devoid of such weaknesses are to be given the privilege of their survival within my presence. And since I can now see that you have already abandoned your true nature and loyalty to the throne, this action itself will be your undoing, Zaru. But since I am more than curious to now feel the same level of satisfaction as Murno once did when he was having his way with you all, Raijin continues, then perhaps I should go and embrace more of his methodical side rather than simply act upon my already established nature here against you, because on one hand, I just can't seem to go and get enough in having to hear you animals scream in agony while I crush your spirits beneath the weight of my unrelenting power, but on the other, watching you mortals go and align yourselves with both gods, angels, and demons alike only reinvigorates my motivation to slaughter each and every single one of you in such a way where you are not afforded a chance to go and retaliate here against me, no matter how many of you try and stand within the way of my plans, Raijin says, for it almost feels too easy despite with your alliance and having to hold the numbers advantage here over me. But Raijin continues, then of course there is you. As I have always grown to hate your kind, Raijin addresses Whis by having to avoid one of his strikes by adding, more than any other within the vastness of creation, and it comes with good enough reason here, Whis. For it was your very own father who was responsible for locking me away when he first did by having Murno go and do his bidding for him. And since that very day, I had always vowed to go and get him back for what he had went and did to me, but you can go and rest assured that once we are done here, will your miserable father and the rest of your pathetic siblings be next to be slaughtered by my hands, as I will go on to ensure that there is no more of your kind that will continue to exist within my utopia. However, while I can begin to sense you having to come from beneath me here, God of Destruction, you are going to know your place by falling in line the hard way, as if you ever even had a chance against me to begin with here, Beerus. And so now go and wait your turn in the meantime while I go and continue to have my way with the rest of your pathetic minions, as Vegeta went on to then quickly dash on up with Goku by then responding, "Bro, curse him, for he's starting to act just like Murno once did when he was shown in having to toy with us all, and so now let's hurry and keep the pressure on him before it's too late." But then, it was only despite with everyone's collective efforts now having to fall flat on its face, with Raijin being shown having to catch both Goku and Vegeta's attacks, was when Raijin then went on to quickly respond, "Oh, what's wrong, Saiyans? Are you starting to grow angry and seeing as to how you continue to fail in your attempts to do anything within your powers here to stop me? Well, you should be. But while your pitiful struggle continues to amuse me in seeing you all scramble to even connect a singular strike on my very body, your current levels of strength aren't simply going to cut it, as you will need to go and have to be far quicker than that if you think that your speed will be enough to match me here, Zaru. For let this encounter here between us go and sink in for just a moment, and having you truly see as to what you are going up against here, Demon, and back down to the pavement below you both go, Raijin continues. But now that you and I are once again unbothered by the others for the time being, let me go right ahead and ask you now, Goku, what do you think will ultimately happen to you here once I really start to show you as to what my powers are truly made of, Saiyan? Because now that I can start to see on why Murno had decided to go and have
I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
You're my savior.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Flying Nimbus!
Guy came and dropped the ball.
Holy hell!
That was busted.
Oh man! What is this place? Thanks!
Someone help me.
I don't understand how we have no keys.
Thanks.
Flying Nimbus!
Great! You know what to do with that key. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Let me just go find this key.
Someone save me! Thanks.
Take the ball, bro. Okay, fuck it.
Here comes the pain!
Find one more Dragon Ball, set 2 more keys.
Flying Nimbus!
Looks we lost one person. This guy has a ball.
You've got all 7 Dragon Balls. Summon Shenron at the altar.
Here comes the pain! Come forth, Shenron!
Now, state your consider it done.
Ah!
Okay, even though I'm level 4, I have to play smart.
have his way with you the way he did when he was alive. Raijin continues upon being shown having to knee Goku in the stomach before knocking him back down, and I can now start to fully come to appreciate the levels of torment that he had went and put you all through, which is something that I originally should have went and done myself here the very moment I went and acquired his powers and essence in the first place, Goku. But while watching you squirm around like the helpless little animal that you are can grow to become a bit repetitive when considering your levels of strength, Raijin continues, I might as well go and do my best to try and squeeze as much as I can possibly go and get out of you and your little allies here, and that is simply because after all of this is said and done here between us, you will never go and have another shot in having to go and challenge my title as ruler of all ever again. But then, it was only just within these very moments now as Whis went on to then make his way into tackling himself into Raijin, and from there making their way both back down below, was when Whis went on to quickly respond, "You will not be allowed to go and carry these acts out upon Universe 7, especially so as long as I am able to go and draw breath within my lungs, will I only continue to stand and oppose your authority until you are defeated," Whis says. And deep down beneath that soulless heart of yours that beats within, you know that your time is coming, and it will come sooner than you anticipate, demon. And as not only will you end up in having to find yourself falling victim to the same deranged mindset that my brother once held, which led to his inevitable destruction here, but you will never be allowed to go and accomplish what you had originally intended, especially not with the configuration cubes and now having to be destroyed as well, with Raijin responding, "Oh, is that so? And just how exactly do you think that you will go on to accomplish such a goal if both you and your allies are barely shown in having to hang on by a thread out here against me in this battle, Angel? Because maybe you have already forgotten by now, but allow for me to go and give you a little reminder on the force in which you are currently going up against here," Whis Raijin continues. Because in any case, if you don't already know, for I am already well aware of your command over the other angels and gods of destruction to go and stay and defend their universes from my invading forces. And as I was able to momentarily catch wind of your conversation with your siblings when you had reached out to them through your staff, and how, you may ask? Well, it's simple, Raijin continues, and that is simply because once I had went and combined the demon realm into having it merge along with the multiverse itself and having to acquire Myrna's power, with everything now having to be one with the demon realm, there is nothing that any of you angels can go and try to pull on me from the shadows that I wouldn't already see coming my way, Raijin adds. For no matter what you say and no matter what you try and do, Raijin continues, your will to attempt to try to stop me will only continue to burn ever so brightly as you fight for your life here against me. And after using the Dark Masters and having them go and wish to combine my essence along with my power with Myrna's former glory, Raijin adds, you can't hope to go and damage me no matter how many
Don't you? Then please, allow me to show you just how terrifying my true power is.
Alright, let's try to get another W.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Where am I?
Welcome.
You be careful too, okay?
That sucks.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Ally down. If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. This is bad. Somebody's down.
Wearing a civilian.
Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
All these guys had senses.
Thanks.
You found a power key. Go slot it. Hey, great. You found another power key. Use it quick. That's a new power key. Place it now.
Flying Nimbus!
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. Great! You know what to do with that key.
Flying Nimbus!
Welcome.
Bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Doesn't he gets killed.
Struggle all you want, but I will absorb you, and it will be glorious.
Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little
Guys,
more to
James,
go.
come over here.
Then you're done.
What are you guys doing?
Will not let this happen.
The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer. The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can.
Take on.
Retreat if you need to. Got it?
You're done.
We have no choice.
Take on!
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
I was gonna try to use my Google Gum and then my special.
Bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. An ally needs your help. Danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Come on!
Take on! Take on!
I'm bored. No one
Take on!
I'm bored.
Guys.
The startup system's destroyed. The escape time machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's in
I wasn't giving up, man. At one point we were close. But unfortunately we didn't get all the Dragon Balls.
Many times you try and blindside me from the corners of my very own realm here, Angel. And it's because of these very same annoying tendencies of yours in which you seek to go and continue to pursue here against me, Raijin says, that not only go on to paint a much broader picture in having you be the only true opposition that stands here to face me, but now that I can finally start to see that you are the glue that holds this entire operation of yours together, then I will ensure that you are to come unglued from holding your unified efforts to destroy me altogether, Raijin says, as there will be nothing that you can possibly go and do or that you can go and think of that will go on to save you from what you have coming here, Angel. But then, it was only just within these very moments now, with Raijin being shown having to unleash a devastating attack that went on to make contact with Whis directly, was when Raijin then went on to quickly respond. But even now, in this intimate moment of reckoning against you, I promise that I will go and peel away your existence slowly and ensuring that every nerve and every spark of your divine energy rides in torment as I dismantle you, while also forcing you to go and taste the full bitterness of your arrogance before I extinguish that light of yours forever. You foolish angelic meddler, as I want for you to now gaze upon the wreckage of your so-called unity, and as each of these worthless insects lie crushed and defeated before your very eyes here, Whis, and how delusional you all were in having to go and believe that a single god of destruction, along with a handful of mortal pests, could ever go as far as to hope to scratch the surface of my divine malevolence, makes me sick to even have to think about here, Angel. And since you are all so curious and seemingly so eager in having me reveal the depths of my true power after asserting that this was all that I was capable of and having to showcase out here against you all, Raijin continues, this has now only resulted in my patience here against you all and finally having to reach its boiling point, and as there is nothing more that I seek to go and gain from having to further punish you all here, since I am now beginning to fully understand and clearly see on exactly where you all stand out here against me, Whis. For now it is going to be your turn, Angel, to feel every ounce of my unending wrath for everything it was that both you and your miserable universe have done here to oppose me. And as I am going to ensure that your suffering is as exquisite as I could make it, because now that you have all fallen before me, I will hereby now set the ultimate example for the entire multiverse to bear witness to, for I will spill your blood and spread your ashes across the cosmos for all to see, as I intend to now write the final chapter to your storied legacy here once and for all. Just go ahead and take a look around you and seeing as to how your interference had directly resulted in your universe's downfall, Angel, and it's because I now see that you had went and used your angelic abilities through the usage of your staff to help heal and sustain these mortals and God of Destruction that I now understand as to what it is that I need to go and do. For did you truly think that I wouldn't recognize your predictable tactic by healing, supporting, and keeping your allies alive exactly as you did before against your brother Murno? Because meddling within my affairs ends here, Whis. For you angels had always pretended to stand apart and above the fray, but yet you always somehow find a way to go and insert yourselves into conflicts, but yet you always somehow go and find a way to insert yourselves within conflicts in which you don't belong, all in the name of upholding your precious cosmic order. And as your cowardly acts of support masked beneath the veneer of neutrality were never truly hidden from my eyes here, Whis. And now that I am able to go and look into Murno's memories and having to go and see as to how you angels consistently meddle within the affairs of both mortals and demons alike, never openly admitting to your involvement out of fear, and I refuse to go and tolerate such deceit deceitful cowardice within my presence, and while you crawl desperately towards your staff in hopes of having you go and use it to somehow go and gain leverage over me, Raijin continues, every drop of your blood that was spilled today is punishment for your endless meddling and cowardly manipulation, as I want for you to go and feel every bit of the pain that I once felt a very long time ago, when your wretched brother Myrno had locked me away, which came as a direct order from none other than your father, Whis. And so go ahead and crawl, because you aren't going to be getting very far from me, Raijin continues, and since I now know that this is exactly what you will go and plan on having to try and use against me once again, I would be the king of fools to go and allow for you to go and use that staff of yours to further prolong your fated destiny here against me, as I will not go and allow for yet another one of you disgusting angelic creatures to go and ruin my plans like how your father and brother once did ever again, Whis. And once I am done with all of you here is when my ventures into traveling back into that gateway realm in order to reach the Omniverse will resume, and resume with violence. As not only do I refuse to go and allow for you to even reach this staff of yours in hopes of trying to go and use it to heal yourself along with your dying allies over there, but now that I can begin to remember on just how much I've hated your brother and father for what they have went and did to me a long time ago, I am now going to make sure that you go and feel every bit of what I felt when they sealed me away a very long time ago. And since I have now decided that you will be the first of my primary victims to have their ashes spread across the cosmos, I want to now hear you beg for your life, Angel. And so look at me when I am speaking to you, peasants, for both you and your allies have
Let's go.
Yes!
I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. You found a power key. Go slot it.
Not tripping, I swear it's unless they're up there.
Great! You know what to do with that key. That's a new power key. Place it now. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Thanks. I need help! Thanks! Please, save me!
An ally needs your help. We don't know what
Savior.
danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Flying Nimbus!
Still have to find this AQ.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Will not let anyone get away!
You gonna come back?
You're my savior.
Bro, I hit Google Gum too. Mine doesn't work.
Bastard!
Oh no! The super transfer was stolen! I'll get another one out right away. Just keep it together until then.
To commemorate my newfound dominance,
I sent another super transfer. Take it and survive this. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
I thought to find his DQ.
yes! I'm even more powerful than before!
I owe you one.
Slime imbecile! Watch yourself!
Stay calm.
But I found the key there. Gotta be a little bit.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
What the?
It's okay. It's against the law to be hot in my room.
What's the big idea?
Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them. systems destroyed. The escape time machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue light.
He's done for.
To commemorate my newfound dominance, I'll destroy this
Gravely misunderstood the magnitude of the threat that you are left to go and face with here, because my power along with my true destructive capabilities were never truly anything for either one of you to go and put into question here, because if I really had wanted to, then I could have went and obliterated you all the very second that I had stepped foot onto your God of Destruction's planet, and yet I withheld, Raijin says, for I had waited and had relished in every single second of every single one of your desperate attempts to go and defy me, only to go and watch as each of these glimmers of hope had been extinguished by my hand and my hand alone, Whis. And why, you may ask? Well, it's simple, Raijin continues, because I had opted to instead indulge in this drawn-out torment of yours, so that way I could come to better understand the intoxicating rush that your former brother Murno had once experienced when he methodically broke you all before having to go and meet his end by your father's very hand, but nevertheless, you were right to go on to question this noticeable difference that you had began to sense that was coming from deep within my very spirits. Because what if I told you that I am not alone here against you, Whis? What if instead I had told you that perhaps your brother's spirit is now slowly beginning to manifest itself again, but within me, Raijin questions? And I say this because I begrudgingly have to thank your race of bloodsuckers, for it was Murno's unwitting contribution prior to his untimely destruction that has granted me this golden avenue to go and unleash your deepest and darkest nightmares upon you. And since you were just as annoying to deal with when Murno was around, just as much as you have been equally as annoying to go and deal with here and now, Raijin continues, unlike your brother Murno, you can rest assured that once I am ready to go and end you, I won't miss. But while your brother took too much time in wanting to go and soak in all of the screams that he couldn't squeezing out of both you and your universe at the time, which had inevitably led him down the road and having to cost him dearly, I, on the other hand, do not intend on failing for a second time, even if it costs me everything within the process, with Whis responding, by the time this war you have waged has concluded, and by the time that this is all said and done, no matter how destructive you turn out to be, and no matter how powerful you wind up in having to become, Whis adds, you could never have gotten where you currently are if it wasn't for my brother's former glory, which you have stolen. Then we would have went and had destroyed you hours ago, and so you better go and make this count, because you won't be given a second chance to go and try this again, demon. Oh, and I most definitely plan on it, you little rats, because unlike that dirty brother of yours, Raijin continues, I'm not looking to go and boast my ego by having to flex my power to go and prove anything, because you and I both know, as well as any and all of those who are able to see and feel, already know the truth behind the matter the very moment they go on to sense my presence, Whis. And so now don't move, because you will only be making things far more messy than what they need to be, as I promise that this will be over before you know it. And so close your eyes and prepare to wait. What is this sudden sensation that I am starting to sense that is coming from above? Raijin went on to then quickly notice. An intruder of some kind, or maybe perhaps the entity that I came across within that gateway realm had suddenly found and made their way here. But no, surely that can't be the case here, because this energy that I'm beginning to sense isn't as dark and as empty as the one that I had felt when having to be inside that gateway realm, but instead, this feels rather divine. Hold on. No. But surely this can't be possible because I made sure that he was sealed away. But then, it was only shockingly enough now to everyone's surprise within this very moment now, as the Grand Priest had gone as far as to make his re-entry by punching down into Raijin and driving him through his God King mountain, was when the entirety of the Demon Realm itself was beginning to shake under the tremendous force of the Grand Priest having to step in and now having to be shown knocking Raijin down, as the sheer force behind the strike itself was then also shown ripping the mountain in half, with Goku then having to look over by chiming in, "Oh no, why is everything starting to shake so violently all of a sudden, and what just happened with Raijin just now?" With Vegeta responding, "I don't know, but this entire place is looking like it's about to collapse, but I can't move my body to go and check." "Hey, wait," Goku responds, "wait, everyone look there, by the edge within the center, it's the Grand Minister, Dark Lord of the Underworld and King of the Demon Realm, Raijin. For no longer shall your corruption spread unchecked, and no longer shall your vile existence go unanswered, especially for what it was that you had did," the Grand Priest says. "For not only have you defiled the very natural order of the multiverse itself, but you have also sullied the very fabric of existence with your abominations and sick perversions of divine authority," the Grand Priest says. "And now as I return, I hereby stand before you not as a mere watcher or some kind of a prisoner within your sick and twisted game, but as the ultimate harbinger in being what will eradicate you, for you have brought war upon the heavens along with each of these mortal realms in which you sought out to destroy, as well as also single-handedly forging an abomination within yourself by mixing and merging together both your power and your nature along with your essence with the former glory and the former might of the fallen angel who had once sealed you away, and only thus having to further create the living and walking abomination in which you currently are now. And it's because you had also went on to utterly and completely desecrate the very foundation of the multiverse's laws by spreading your vile and twisted essence from the demon realm and having it infect the other universes," the Grand Priest continues. "The punishment that I have lined up for you will be just the kind of pain that is needed in order for you to go and learn your lesson once and for all here, demon. So in the meantime, I will need for you to go and relinquish your position here against this creature," the Grand Priest went on to address Whis by healing him, "for I will hereby now be the one who will be extracting the multiverse from the jaws of this abomination," with Whis responding, "Venerable Minister, but I must ask,
Another Broly.
I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
We're both going for that bite.
Please save me! Someone!
You're my savior.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Flying Nimbus!
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. You found a power key. Go slot it. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
I unfortunately don't have a power creator.
Excellent.
Are you here to save me?
Level
What's the
3,
big idea?
not one key set.
Give me a freaking break.
No reason to destroy A.
Flying Nimbus!
Same where he is.
Welcome. Thank you.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Oh, man. Stay calm. Stay calm.
Yeah, body cam.
Flying Nimbus!
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. Great! You know what to do with that key.
Oh man, so
A
close.
super transfer is headed your way. Take it now.
Okay, time machine's gonna come in. No, it's not.
Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done. I'll send some supplies to help.
turn that off, turn it back on, brother. You always have the worst timing, bro.
Finally willing to put up a fight. You really thought you could beat me with that pathetic power?
Time machine's only at 5%.
Trash will always be trash.
It's do or die!
Trying to escape in the same spot.
Watch out for enemies.
Then trash will always be trash.
System is under attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you need to. Got it? The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer.
Stay calm. Stay calm. To die.
The startup system's destroyed. The escape time machine's almost crashed.
Sorry, Broly. You'll be dying alongside this planet. Where do you think you're going? I was going to escape with you. In a one-person pod.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream now. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving here in Canada, so I'll have a day off. So look to my afternoon stream. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe. Have yourself a good night. Thank you for watching. Peace.